Board meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, good morning. Consideration of agenda items. Any additions or corrections to the agenda?
Mr. Chair, I have an addition.
Yes.
Consider adding a special meeting on Tuesday, March 31st at 9 a.m. at the McLeod County Courthouse and also held electronically with a workshop following to be added for item B under County Administration.
Very good. Any other additions or corrections?
Move to approve with the addition.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, is there a second by Commissioner Szymanski? Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Item resolutions 20 CB 18, the reason we're here today. Mr. Matthews, we want to come forward?
Good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, thank you for calling this special meeting today. As you know, there's a lot of things that are changing with our world today as we progress through this pandemic. To let you know a little bit kind of what emergency management is doing before we get into that resolution. So obviously we're very active in this, meeting with a lot of local state partners. And we are, as of this week, we're really kind of ramping up our partial activation of our Emergency Operations Center. So we do have key positions identified in logistics, finance, planning, and operations. And we've created an email group where we're meeting virtually so we don't get together in a physical location. So we have that going for us. Right now, we're just kind of basically sharing that information. We're making sure we document everything for any kind of potential reimbursement. I would like to say it's nice to be in a room of people again. There's been a lot of conference calls going on. I'm averaging about 2 to 3 a day. And it's really nice to be part of those as we meet with our Homeland Security and Emergency Management in Southwest Minnesota. We have daily conference calls at 11:30 a.m. We also have a Homeland Security and Emergency Management conference call at 1:30, and that's 2 times a week. Numerous meetings with public health and meeting with our community partners. So it's really keeping us busy, and we're trying to stay on top of it as best we can. One thing that we will be doing tomorrow on Wednesday, March 25th at 10 a.m., we're going to be sending a code red message out to all of our contacts in McLeod County. And the purpose of this is just to test the system. So we did do a press release yesterday to let people know that that will be happening. They will be getting a phone call at 10 a.m. on Wednesday the 25th. And we will just make sure that we get the most current contacts, not only for this event, but we have severe weather coming up too for us. So we want to make sure we have the most current information with that. So
Kevin, go over what Code Red is.
Code Red, yeah, sorry, that's a community notification system. So if we have an emergency that we need to notify the public, we can do that. And part of that we could use for lost people, hazardous material spills, severe weather, and public health information. So if it fears for public safety, so it's a way for us to contact the community should they need to know information. So we have that. So yeah, having that current information is really going to allow the public to make sure they get the emergency message when we actually send those out. So.
Okay, thank you.
Not everybody is signed up for Code Red, but they can sign up to receive the Code Red message. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. We, not everybody signed in. It's an opt-in program, so that means people have to voluntarily give their information and sign up for that. If they don't have that, there's information on our county website they can do that. We also are getting kind of high tech, I suppose you could say, as my wife would say. We can actually text McLeod Alert, and that's all one word, McLeod Alert to 99411. And then that'll come up on your cell phone and you can, or your wireless devices, and you can actually sign up right on your wireless device as well. So a couple different ways to do that. So the main purpose of this, I met with Commissioner Nagel here last week on March 18th. We did sign a resolution declaring a state of emergency for McLeod County. By the power in Minnesota statute, the board chair can only sign a declaration up for 3 days, and that is if that is, that 3 days goes, and usually within that time frame or so, we'd like to get the full board together to extend that emergency. So what we're asking today is to extend that emergency that Commissioner Nagel declared as of March 18th, and that extension of the emergency would actually be good for 30 days. And I think at that point, we should be okay. So, so if there's any questions, I'll field those at this time.
Any questions for Kevin?
Yeah, I do. Kevin, what all does the declaration of emergency do for our county, so everyone else knows what it goes for also?
It does a couple things. So obviously, by declaring state of emergency, it kind of allows some of the purchasing agreements to kind of go on the wayside. You know, it opens up, it activates our emergency operations plan. And basically, the whole purpose of this, and I don't think it really pertains in this case, but it allows us to say to the state of Minnesota that, hey, something happened here in McLeod County. So it kind of raises the flag, so to speak. With this situation, they're well aware that it impacts all of Minnesota, but so that's kind of the main purposes of this emergency. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions for Kevin before I entertain a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion to extend the Resolution 20 CD 18 for the 30 days.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Pohlmeyer. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And I've met with Liz before, and she'll make sure that's posted, correct? Yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Good work. If you want to just stick around in case there's any questions. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for your work, Kevin.
Thank you guys.
All right. County Administration. Sheila?
Thank you. Today we'll have an update and discussion on the current COVID-19
Oh, yes. Thank you.
situation. I apologize. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
First, I'd like to welcome Megan Mose, our interim Health and Human Services Director. She's here with us today. And also Lori Snagusky, who works in public health and has been our main contact at public health during this critical time. And she'll speak with us shortly to give an update as well. First, I want to thank the McLeod County Board, because over the past couple of weeks, we've been able to see what your dedication to supporting technology in the past has really done for our county. Over the past couple of years, I've been in contact with many counties, and a lot of them were not supportive of employees having the technology they needed to work mobile or telework, going to different buildings or maybe working from home. But McLeod County Commissioners supported those efforts, and it definitely has made a difference in our ability to provide service to the public at this time. It's definitely allowed us to encourage social distancing. You don't see much of that right now. We're doing our best in this room, but our employees, as much as possible, have been supporting those efforts, and it's very good to see. Along with our information technology department having the capability to offer the technology needed to do that work. So thank you. Also, not everyone has internet access or technology. So 2 individuals from Health and Human Services have worked very hard to set up a phone line for the public. I'll read that phone number. It is 320-484-4369. Again, 320-484-4369. It's posted on our Facebook page and our website. So if you have neighbors or someone who you know may need that, please provide it to them, and they can listen to a recording for the COVID-19 updates from public health. There's also, of course, our local media, radio, newspapers. We've been providing them any press releases that we feel are relevant, and also updating our county website and our county Facebook page as the first point of the information that we share as soon as it's available. We've made many adjustments over the past week, 2 weeks, to stop the spread for our employees and the public. You've seen many updates. It can be a little bit confusing at times to try and keep up with that.
Unmuted.
On our county website, our information technology staff has made a section that's devoted just to those updates. So if you have people who need that information, please direct them to the county website, and anything that we have posted is available in one place. Do any of you have any questions? Is there something I'm not covering that would be helpful? No? Lori, would you like to speak with an update? Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning. And thank you for your work.
No problem. This is Lori Snoguski from McLeod County Public Health, and I'm acting as the incident commander for the current Emergency Operations Center. Just first off, I just want to thank all the commissioners and administration for being so supportive and moving so quickly to get all of our employees in a safe position and to be able to continue to provide the work that they do. So it's just amazing how quickly things just came together. I mean, everybody was in the right place at the right time, so thank you for that. And at this moment, there's been no confirmed COVID-19 cases in McLeod County. That does not mean that there's no COVID-19 in McLeod County. What that means is that there's no one that's in the hospital, nursing home, or assisted living that's been tested, and that test has been positive. Because of the limited amount of tests, the testing has been minimal unless people are hospitalized. So we're expecting that it's only a matter of time before we see the positive tests, but we're taking every precaution as we know that it is spreading within the community. So we encourage social distancing as a number one thing to do. Wash your hands and stay home. And that's a hard thing to do. So that's the message we're trying to communicate to everybody. As of 11 a.m. yesterday, there's 235 cases in Minnesota and 1 death. We will be watching that information every day. It is updated by the state at 11 a.m. So that information will be shared online as well as on the phone line. And starting hopefully today, maybe tomorrow, we will have that phone line available in Spanish as well. So just a quick question for Kevin. Will that phone line information be going out as part of the Code Red?
Yes, I will promote that, that number to all the public and
Okay.
Code Red test tomorrow.
Okay, that'll be great to get that message out of there. And then as Kevin had also shared, we've been meeting with community partners, and we actually have a team of staff that are reaching out on a regular basis to all of the community partners so that they have a point of contact locally, and that they have other contacts within the community that are in the same situation. So we're all in this together, and we're going to get through it. It's just going to be something we've never dealt with before, so.
All right. Well, before I open up for questions, thank you for all your work. You've done a great job, and I don't know what else to say. So, any questions for Lori?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Lori, thank you personally for all you're doing. It's great to have talented personnel able to handle these situations.
I've got a great team behind me, and
I know you have.
and actually all the departments have stepped up to help out in different ways, so it's pretty amazing.
The question I have is, the news media talks about, well, one is the testing, and I know the governor's been talking that we had so many samples that were just frozen. And, I understand yesterday Mayo Clinic has opened a testing facility.
Yep.
And that backlog is going down. Does that mean we're going to step up testing at all, or are you aware of that? Or?
I have not heard that. I know that there's a hospital call. I'm not sure if it's happening tomorrow or Thursday, but that's when those decisions are going to be made, so we'll know more.
It's, that portion is still developing. So the other question I had is on the supposed malaria medication that could, I don't know if it reduces the symptoms or cures the ailment. Do you have any background on that at all? Or?
I have no idea, but I know that there's a lot of really smart people looking into that, trying to figure out what can we do with what we have and what we know, and they're working as hard as they can to get a vaccine available as quickly as possible. We're still, what the experts are saying is it's going to be at least a year before we see any sort of a vaccine, so.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Laura.
All right. We're going to get through it.
Okay, yeah, we will.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sheila, you want to go over the rest of the agenda?
Sure, thank
Okay.
you. So item B, we will have our special meeting at the McLeod County Courthouse on March 31st, Tuesday at 9 a.m. And it will also be available electronically. Of course, that's not perfect today. We're working through it. But it's also being recorded. So for those of you who may have missed part of it via phone, for the county, you'll be able to review it later.
Excuse me, Sheila, is that 9 AM? Is it up at the city center? or
No, we're gonna do it
it's here?
It'll be at the McLeod County Courthouse boardroom where we are today.
Yep.
Following, there will be a workshop after that. We're
Anything else?
setting that meeting because we expect that there will be more to talk about, but we don't know what that is today. So if there are any updates to that meeting time, schedule, location, availability of access to that meeting, we will update that on our website and notify our employees who may need to attend or observe. And I did not read item A, so I will go back to item A. I apologize. Notification of board workshop to be held on April 7, 2020, following the county board meeting, which is planned to be held at the Glencoe City Center Ballroom, 1107 11th Street East, Glencoe, Minnesota.
Okay.
Thank you.
Open forum, anything to come before the board? Press relations? We can get you a chair, I promise. Times aren't that tough. All right? All right. Seeing no other items to come before the board, is looking for a motion to recess till our next board meeting, March 31st, 2020, at the McLeod County Courthouse, 9 a.m.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Polmeyer, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.